up, bitches? Welcome to the House of Phil Hoes. I am your host, the Boss Salad Tosser, and I'm here joined by Brittany. Welcome. I hope you guys enjoy what we have planned for tonight. Please, and thank you for the love and support. And if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe or follow button here on Twitch at the House of Phil or Rising Sun. I keep forgetting to cut this, to set this up, or forgot there's an off switch. Spitfire with the sub. What's going on with you? All right. I don't think Spitfire ever going to get his ass over here to the West Coast. So I might as well send him. His jersey. I'm about to send out Dance Dance North jersey finally, after fucking seems like forever that he gave me the information. Haven't done no DDR. Haven't done no Supernova DDR in a couple of weeks. Been doing some Pump It Up. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today. I'm hoping it's not going to be like 4 hours. I'm hoping for like a couple hours today. I hope people tune in to Mistake on the Lake, because I didn't. I went in Mistake on the Lake here and there. I think the only match I saw on Mistake in the Lake, it should be a Mistake at the Lake, MATK or MMITK, whichever one is, it feels right. But the only match I saw on Mistake at the Lake was the match between Grady and June. I missed a lot of it. I didn't even know. I mean, this is what happens when you're not part of the community. You sit here doing all kind of stuff in the background. You don't have Facebook. You don't have no social media. You're not blending in with the mass. I guess I'm just overall, I'm not relevant enough. But Spitfire Senpai, I'm just going to send you out your shit. Make sure you're sliding in the DMs next week. Tell me which jersey you want. I'll tell you what I have. I will tell you right now, no one have not been coming and asking me to buy these off me. Alright? So at some point, and this don't include the people who already got one, there will be another chance for other giveaways. Since it seems like I'm going to be sitting on these for a long time, or at least I'm going to be sitting on these until the DDR Bimani Pro League starts. Alright? I'm going to make this bigger. I'm going to make this fucking bigger. But yeah, Dance Dance North, after the stream, because I've been super, you know what, my legitimate excuse was why I haven't shipped it yet? I've been super duper tight with my money. And even though shipping is just $6, I mean $36 for you, for the very first time since May, I am caught up ish on the majority of my bills. I finally found a groove when it comes down to the grind after what seemed like hell, because this year sucked for me. Okay, it started off rough and been rough. It continued. It started off rough. It got more rough during a little bit before summer, and now it's starting to dissipate, starting to calm down, starting to balance. So now I am ahead and haven't been just throwing my money around like usual. I haven't bought no arcade machines in a couple. Yeah, I haven't bought no arcade machines since August. I might go grab a truck next week. Maybe. I'm gonna go grab a truck that I hope works. I've been enjoying myself because I've been giving myself time to play some dance games here and not so much focus on work. Been giving Brittany some time. Like overall, I've been finding my groove and I've been liking it. Wednesdays, usually the slowest fucking day of the whole week to go outside to do any kind of work. It sucks. It's cold. I'm gonna have to make sure I make that. I need to make that just a little bit bigger over there so I can see what's going on. But yeah, gonna be talking about Mistaken on Lake and the little $10,000 Denver thing. We're gonna talk about Andamiro showing their cards last week. Because a lot of people don't know that in the 12 years that Twitter existed, and the Andamiro page probably been up for, I don't think Andamiro page been up for that long. But I think a lot of people don't realize that Andamiro got duped last week into showing their cards because of a fake Konami account. Because as long as I've been around, as long as I've been playing, as long as I've been dealing with Andamiro, I never, ever see them drop a response. They've been pretty fucking quiet. They've been pretty fucking quiet as far as the pump thing for a long, long time. And usually, any fucking announcements will be made vivid the current game at the time of service. And this is the first time they went through social media as well as their website. It's the first time, and I think a lot of the people that play Pump It Up, who don't pay attention to DDR, they probably don't even know what the fuck happened last week. I know what the fuck happened last week. I saw that shit. I'm like, y'all got because, okay, and we're gonna get into that because trust me, I woke up, I got people over there in Korea hitting me up like, hey yo, what's this? Do you see this? And I gotta sit there and tell them like, yo, do not believe the sauce. Alright? Do not believe it. Alright, let me just light on over here. All right, let's cut this mic up. Test. Hello. Test. There we go. Step Mania Deluxe. You know what? Okay. What? So, Step Mania Deluxe finally made its public appearance. Back here in 2019, Kyle dropped blurry pictures. And yeah. If you guys don't know, what you guys are seeing is pretty much the same design and somewhat the same photo that Kyle dropped back here in 2019. Okay. So the Step Mania Deluxe, it's something new to the public, but for some of the people that's been underground, paying attention to stuff and, you know, talking amongst each other and all that stuff, we already knew it was going to happen. He dropped a photo back here in 2019. So the photos from 2019 and, or I should say the beta photos from 2019, which show the screen and pretty much overall the front, but it was blurry, but then show the top. It pretty much matches the same model that is at IAPA right now. That's probably the only thing I miss about that's the only thing I miss about not going to IAPA. You know, I've been saving money. I've been catching up on shit because if I don't get a truck next week, I gotta go get this tooth handle. One of these things gotta happen. And I sent a few of my people down there, Damn it Jill and her husband OG, Chan 83. They're down there right now. If I was gonna go, it was just gonna be for one day, Tuesday. I really want to go down there and do business a lot more than play games. I want to go down there with my suit and tie, make connection with people, talk with some of the industry people, and actually buy some stuff for the con business. These days, I'm not really all that interested in like playing the games and displaying it. Andamiro wants me to play. Yeah, Andamiro wants me to play whenever I'm down there because man, they've been doing me up for like almost 10 years now, man. I've been running down to IAPA. I've been doing IAPA for like almost 10 years now, and the majority of those years it was because Andamiro sent me down there. Okay, like man. I remember when DDRX, the Japanese cab, was being shown at AMOA and IAPA, but people were only getting the best and fucking version of the cabinet. That's how long I've been going to IAPA. I skipped a few years until I started until I asked Andamiro. Once I started asking them, and they were like, "Yeah, that's cool." It became like a nice little. It became more of a like, okay, it's not just. All right, he's just a fan. It's a relationship now because they realize that, they will have the game out there, but no one was really playing it, and that was one of their issues they had for a long, long time. They just didn't have players. SMX. Game made by the people for the people. They got enough players. And Kyle is trying to push that more into the esports area than anything. And this year we ain't see no official tournament like it was in there was one like in 2019 at the Reptile. The Riptide or whatever, where the prize was a Step Mania X 4th gen at the time. Yeah. So we don't have that right now. But I'm hoping, but I can see Kyle with now the Premium Deluxe model, which, by the way, rest in peace everybody that bought the regular Step Mini X. I was waiting for that one. Honestly, I was like, everyone was asking when I'm gonna get Step Mini X set up, and I told them, you know what, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little because I already seen the deluxe model like a long time ago. And if the deluxe model is the same price as the other model, or at least near it, you might as well go for the deluxe model. You might as well go for the more prettier cab. Yes, 70 inches is a lot of screen to cover. And I guess they really want to outdo themselves in comparison to Andamiro. What I really can't wait to do is actually move it around, because they found a way to make a machine that big lighter. I will have no problem moving that around and taking it to cons whenever I get it. That's the machine that I want at cons. The regular Stepmania X machine is more of a barcade cabinet. It's more barcade-ish and it's more for the home. I feel like it was never a public cab. This is probably why Round One never got it. Okay, I feel it was never a public cab in the first place, or not. I should say, not a public cab like that will fit in a Round One in the Dave and Buster's. There's deluxe cab fits the mold that is the American theme in these arcades. And what I mean by arcades, I mean the family entertainment centers or adult entertainment centers, which is Dave and Buster's and Round One. Because if you guys haven't noticed, if you go to a Dave and Buster's right now, everything in Dave and Buster's is surrounded by a bunch of giant ass fucking machines. And I had to make this clear when I posted. I had to make this clear on Discord because I was last year at IAPA. IAPA is right across the street from Dave and Buster's. You go there and you're just surrounded by a bunch of giant ass fucking machines. You got a giant Halo. You got a giant Mission Impossible. You got all these big ass fucking machines. And the smallest machines in the arcade should not be a DDR. And in some cases, the smallest machine should not be a pump it up TX or LX in DDR. But that's what it is in America, because America is obsessed with size, fucking bright colors. Yeah, size, bright colors, or bright LEDs, and fucking flashing shit happening on the fucking screen. The game don't even have to be good anymore. As long as it has all that, it hit all the checkpoints. And I already knew that Kyle was going to get to this point where he was going to have to make some machine that's going to cost, it probably cost him like $4,000 to produce, but he can like sell it for like $12,000 or $15,000. 70-inch screens doesn't cost that much nowadays. You can probably get a 70-inch for less than $400 or $500. Some people was asking where the cabinet was made from. Most likely China. And you know, with all the stuff and I've seen the back of a regular 780 X machine. With all the stuff that's like in it and all that, I mean, if you take off the pads and you just look at the cabinet, I'm pretty sure the cabinet inside is not complicated. It's not even all that serious. And it's probably a cabinet that's probably under $4,000. It's either $4,000 or under $4,000 for sure. The real question is, how many people are going to grab the shit after people already bought the other cab. And I'm sure they already, and I'm sure most of the people, if they haven't made their profit back, they are already breaking even. So be on the lookout for a Stephanie X cabinet popping up at Captain's Auctions, because some people are going to want the bigger, shinier thing so they can charge more just to play that one song. All right. Instead of paying like $1 for a song, now you're paying $2, $3, or $4 for one song on this big, shiny, beautiful, light up dance cabinet. And I really can't wait till Kyle has a tournament where you give that as a prize. That way, Justin can possibly win it and leave it over here because it will be too big for his home. Oh, let's see what's going on over here. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. It does give it probably give you seizures. But for dance game players, if they're fucking drugged up, they'll be fucking fine. I don't think captains got, like, people who already got the 70X cabinet are not tossing their cabinets at captains yet. But I'm pretty sure if they're gonna go for the super deluxe or the deluxe. I'm gonna call it super deluxe. If they're gonna go for the super deluxe, and they already got a regular cabinet, they're gonna get rid of the other cabinet, sell it, break even or make a profit, and throw all that money down for the super deluxe cab. Interesting enough, I'm pretty sure if I really want it right now, if I really want it, I'm pretty sure I can sell my black DDR SD cab. Sell that for about $5,000 or $6,000 with the Dragon PC inside, and then throw that money down for a super deluxe, because I will have money to buy. Like, I will have money to buy a super deluxe next year. Even though I already told some people, because some people came up to me and asked me, oh yeah, do you want, like, you know, hey, we got DDR HDs. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Fucking Kenshin got DDR HDs. Like, you know, depending on the price, you know, I'll grab another one. I'll grab a black one again. But I told him, like, look, I'm really interested in that gold cab. Find me a gold cab, give me a fucking price, and then I'll throw the money at you. I already had the black HD cab. I would like to have it again, so I can be the only person to have like a legitimate like fucking like live screenshot. The red cab, which is here, the black cab, as well as the white cab, like all side by side, all in the same, all under the same roof, same house, and all that. I mean, no, I can't do that because because I already got two SD cabs, and I gotta fix the flyback on the black one. I gotta do that before Anime LA happens, as well as Anime Impulse. I gotta remind you guys that in less than 2 months, we are at Anime LA. Yam's gonna be working it because Yam ain't gonna be working it, but I'm gonna get him in, so he don't have to worry about his ticket. He's a loyal goon, And if he wants to be there and don't have to worry about the ticket and all that, and he can go run off with his people and all that because he got want to have people over there to hang out with, he can do that. But we are going to be there. Britt's working too. Britt's working. She got her. And shout out to Britt. She got work going on the same weekend as Anime LA, so it's gonna be different. She got her cosplay deviants people that she's gonna be working with. So she got her job over there during the weekend. So it's gonna be me, whoever goes by Anime LA. You will see me. You will not see a Stepmania X Deluxe. I don't have that kind of fuck you kind of money right now. Next year, I will have the fuck you kind of money. But this year, no. Not until, no, because I still got a mortgage payment left, and then I got to pay all the late fees. And then after that, I got to start talking to these companies because they already telling me, hey, so since you about to pay off your shit, this would be a great time right now to pull out a loan to do whatever the fuck you want with it as long as you pay us back with interest in 30 years. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Because some people are asking me if I'm going to buy a spot in Vegas, have a spot in Vegas, just to have a spot because I wouldn't live there, but it would be nice to have like a spot in Vegas that I can go to where I can probably store some of my machines. Because if you guys don't know, we are also doing Sin City, that's in Las Vegas, Level Up, that's in Las Vegas, as well as Evo. And Evo is one of the closers for us during the summer. All right? Be sure to check out Game Suru and Fistful of Quarters for those events, or as well as Game Nest. We're going to be at all those events in Las Vegas. If Las Vegas keep having these cons, I probably will need to have a nice spot in Las Vegas. Because if we're going to be doing business, because Evo is not letting us go. Evo, we are stuck with Evo for a long time. God forbid me don't get into any kind of scandal. Okay? We in Evo. Level Up. Want us for a long time. Sin City's not taking me in yet. They're taking in Game Suru, and that's going to be their little test that's going on. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to play some World Tour. I'm going to warm up to the new World Tour. We're going to get to the mistake at the lake tournament, and all. I didn't, like I said, the only thing I watched was June and Grady go at it. You can probably get a lot more information from Twitter than anything. Because one of the biggest news that came out from that event was the $10,000 DDR tournament. And unfortunately, the $10,000 tournament is up in question because no one then asked the question if will the prize be crypto or will the prize be cash? Because if you're not in the crypto game and you do not know what ETH means, because it says hosted by ETH Denver. ETH stands for Ethereum. Ethereum, which is a crypto. which, if you don't know by now, is having a rough time because a certain exchange by the name of FTX kind of shitted itself and filed bankruptcy last week. And I think the mass total was $780 million just vanish. Sending what my boy Seabach was saying, Bitcoin, which never dropped below 19,000, all the way down to its lowest, or I guess back to where it should have been, to $15,000 per coin. And this new reality that, you know, the good times of crypto and the people who made it and got rich off of it early, and now everyone's trying, like, that shit is over. That shit is done. At least this season. This particular season, that shit is done. All right? So let me get these shoes on. And because, as I said, because like I said, and I said this on the Discord. You know, I want to get to what I said in the Discord, and after I play a few rounds of New World Tour are going to have me... The two hardest songs. La Bamba is not hard, but on doubles, it's a lot of the up arrows going back and forth and it repeats itself. And my mind tends to zone out. And I just lose track of what's going on. And I just drop soap every time. I think I got past La Bamba like twice. And then Tira Bruta, man, I can't pronounce that. But the next song after that is just weird. It should be free, but it's weird as fuck. All right. I'll be right back. Let me grab my pregame. Oh, no, pregame right here. I need to grab my card. Yeah, that's right. And I think that's one thing that some of the kids don't understand. That would be a funny thing. Like, someone wins the tournament, or let's say, for instance, Christopher Light wins the tournament. He gets 10K in Ethereum and just tanks for $5 like the very next day. And I'm gonna give you my legitimate thoughts real soon about that. Because most people think it's no. A lot of the older folks are not. They're not in agreement. Me, I got my thoughts. I'm a little bit different. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Also, good morning to all you guys, or good afternoon now. Thank you guys for tuning in. You about to watch me suffer a little. It is Eat a Dick Wednesday. Represent the play. So whoop. Yeah, I understand. If you guys don't know, the Supernova World Tour had licenses and just killed it, and made it 6 songs. With the sixth song, the hardest one is Gang de la Coupe. Everything else is pretty free. Like Mambo, Mambo, Afronova, Janet Jane, pretty free. Orion 78, free. But Suing Japan is completely different from the singles, so that's pretty free. Like, the hardest song is just that one right there. It's always been that hard. You got a new world tour, which the trickiest song is La Bamba, okay? I haven't played this in a couple of months. But yeah, like, Terra Buna is pretty tricky. What a Wonderful World is pretty, for a 7, it's pretty tough. But yeah, the hardest song in this course is La Bamba, or at least on doubles. And What a Wonderful World is just a little tricky. I haven't got there yet.
Challenging mode. Are you ready? Keep steady till the end. 100 combos. I'll be waiting for you to try again.
I'm going to run that back real quick.
Oh, you couldn't make it.
Definitely slip. Slip real good on that. I didn't even get to the part where I usually fell on La Bamba.
Game over.
Also, I find it crazy. I didn't realize that La Bamba is still on modern DDR. I thought they only kept the extreme La Bamba, or like they brought it back during Ace. Because I thought that La Bamba, because if you look at the credit screen on modern DDR, you know, they make a reference to like La Bamba, and I kept thinking it's the extreme La Bamba, but I'm pretty sure they're making a reference to the Supernova La Bamba in the license in the license white screen they show before the main screen on the modern DDR. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. Because I'll be seeing it. I see it, and I always knew that the extreme La Bamba was on there, but I didn't realize that the Supernova La Bamba was still on there. Unless I saw something, unless that was an Onion mix or something that I saw. It looked like, I'm pretty sure La Bamba for the Supernova version is still on there. Or they brought it back, and I just didn't realize it. Also, fun times up in the building. Good afternoon to you. Oh, yeah. If you guys don't know, the Supernova, a lot of the Supernova charts doesn't have enough flow. So it's real easily to, a lot of people, it's easy to write it off. A lot of people just don't want to admit that their timing was fucking ass in this game. And the few people that got it fucking down, you know, because only a few people were like monsters at this game because they put in a lot of time and work. That, you know what, that first one, just for a woman, it wasn't that bad. All right. Let me go at it again. Let me put this. I wish it just stayed on event mode, but I got to do this every time. Yeah, but the other Ska a go-go. Not as bad as the original from Second Mix Substream. Or I should say 2DX Substream. Funny and interesting enough, it was on here. I think it was on Supernova 1, but it was pulled with a lot of the 2DX songs in Supernova 2 for whatever reason. I never understood that. It's already enough that the game lost like all its Dance Mania life. And Be in My Paradise was one of the last courses. Or I should say Be in My Paradise, which is part of Roll the Slow, was probably one of the last courses I needed to finish on Extreme. That ain't gonna happen until, because I don't think Roll the Slow was on Supernova 1s. It got replaced with Slow Dance, which has probably the slowest song in DDR history, which is I Make Love to You. The chart was dropped for that finally after forever on that little Funi page or whatever. And I think supernova charts are, well, I mean, they were meant to be ITG charts anyway. Let me get started. All right, let me hold the ball. Let me actually try to work on this timing.
Are you ready? Sweating, huh? You're breaking out in the sweat. Yes! 100 combos. Sweating, huh? You're breaking out in the sweat. Keep steady till the end. Wow! 200 combos.
I did better with no bar.
Welcome to the wonderland, a place for you and me. If you treat me right, then maybe you will have a key. This world is very
Sweating, huh?
special, and I'll show it
You're
just for
breaking out in the
you.
sweat.
All you have to say is yes, I do. Let us fly, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a
Wow.
smile where the sun will always shine. La da di da di da di da. Let us
Sweating, huh? You're breaking out in the sweat.
to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun will always shine. La da di da di da di da. Let us fly, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun will always shine. La da di da di da di da. Let us fly.
Keep steady till the end.
To the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun will always shine. La da di da di da di da.
400 combos. Yes! Sweating, huh? You're breaking out in the sweat. $500 combos. $600 combos. to try again.
I was feeling pretty confident I was going to get to that song.
You couldn't make it.
My mind was clear, and I felt real confident about it. I was like, oh damn, I can really see it. And just right there, I just stepped too early. It wasn't even a brain fart. I just stepped too early, and that was it. At least for that. Okay. It's gonna take 5 to talk about this. The Mistake on the Lake announcement. Because Mistake on the Lake had a lot of announcements. You guys didn't tune in. I'm pretty sure most of you guys did. I heard about it. I think the biggest news was June taking first in DDR doubles, which was dope. I didn't see DDR doubles, but what was whack about the sign up for DDR doubles was it only had 4 people to sign up. Only 4 people could sign up, and that was it. It was just 4 people. At least at the time, when you try to sign up, it will inform you that there's a waiting list. Mistake on Lake had Tag over there. I'm pretty sure he did like a performance somewhere. It would have made sense he was able to do it legally in a round 1. But I feel a round 1 would not allow that unless you're using the karaoke rooms. That would be the legal loophole. I'll be right back. I think my package is here. Never mind. Not my package. But yeah, I think one of the biggest news was June took first in DDR doubles. Was it third in Pump It Up and tied for 5th in DDR. Just turned 15, mopping the floor with some of the vets. I don't know who took first in anything. That's the only thing I heard about right there. That was it. That was the results. That's probably the only results that people need to care about. Yeah. June took first in doubles. And maybe they uncapped doubles, but doubles was only locked to 4 people at a time. That I was just checking it out. I was contemplating going to Mistake on the Lake. I'm only glad I didn't because I got caught up on my funds and all that. I would be happy just going there just to participate. Not meet new people or anything, just to participate in something. Because I haven't done it in so long. Like I haven't done it in really, really so long. I haven't really put in that, and I haven't really had an excuse to put in the effort. Even I think the last thing I did was USPF. And even then, at the time, I wasn't playing. Yeah, I wasn't playing Prime 2 regularly like that. Technically, I can run USPF here. Since this is an arcade, this is like a commercial building. So it is an arcade. And I can probably talk to Mac Daddy about it. I probably don't need to talk to... I'm pretty sure Little Phil... and Tanya will want to be involved or would be involved. They would be involved or want to be involved. They'll have to figure it out because they will have to actually work with me. Like work with me. and they're gonna have to hear all my shade and shit that will throw towards them, because the pandemic and all the shit that went down, so that you got didn't see, shit went down, shit been said, shit happened, and people on the other side, they've been quiet. But since we ain't gonna talk about that now, because I gotta wait till I'm trying to see. I'm not talking about whether or not I'll try to compete next year, but I'm fucking old, man. And I think one tweet, one of the folks did a tweet, and a lot of the vets should look at that tweet and really, really like think about the shit. But like one of the participants from a second lane did a grown folks tweet saying, and I don't know who it was. I don't be digging deep in that shit. Because I got my tweet notification that Chris went, and he did his little people. I went out to mistake on the lake. I didn't participate because his man participated, Grady. But it was nice seeing folks hear about the $10,000 tournament, yada yada. Do his little political tweet. Yeah, do his little political tweet, and then I scrolled down to see everyone else's tweet, and one of the grown folks' tweet was this guy was just saying like, man, because what doesn't get talked about much, and this is where because I feel like during the woke period, which I feel like is now like winding down, like this era of wokeness and the woke players, I feel like a lot of the vets let the young folks lead them, and there was like a whole lot of anger, a lot of protesting involved in that stuff, and like a lot of protests involved, a lot of yelling and screaming, a lot of not enough of just people being themselves, and a lot of the vets let a lot of they copy and paste a lot of the protesting and all this stuff that was going on, and kind of fed that to the community, and it just ran rampant and wild. And not enough players was talking about grown folk shit. And I feel like this particular player, I didn't see the tweet, I didn't screenshot or anything, but he said the most legitimate and grown shit that someone should be saying, because he's in between whether or not he will be come to these tournaments again. And it's not that he had a bad time, it's just he got a family now. He's like, man, I got 2 girls and they just growing up so fast, and I'm not sure I can just do this anymore. Because it takes so much time, it takes so much energy, and to do this stuff. And while a lot of the folks who are, playing, a lot of vets who are playing and all that stuff, what's happening is, and this is why like the woke period is kind of this weird, strange period. And this is why I say that like a lot of the younger folks led the vets into this anger and clout, and it was more of like people being forced to care about shit they just didn't give a fuck. They just didn't care about a lot of the issue, but they were just forced to, just to blend in with the rest of the crowd. But I feel that a lot of the folks, they're gonna be looking around, and they're gonna be seeing a lot of new players and a lot of the people that they came up with in these last, or at least since 2015, just disappeared because life happens, rent happens, Back when this game was probably like $1.25 to play, it was easy to play on a weekly basis. But now, life happens, rent happens. Trying to get to the arcade on a regular and try to participate in some of these events and drop all this money while trying to hang out with folks, hang out with families, and all that. And it's a hard balance. And then trying to, and especially when you're older, train for tournaments, then participate for tournaments, and how you perform at home or even at your local arcade where you can get up and play you can play, if you go to the arcade early, you can play all day consistently until maintenance, and then, continue on after 2 o'clock, or play at night where you only got to wait maybe a good 10 to 15 minutes in between games, sometimes a little bit longer, and where the social experience versus, you sitting there around for hours, like hours at a time, waiting, waiting to play. And during that time, a lot of players are not staying warmed up. They're not playing no other games. They don't got no fucking mini row machine or no little mini bike machine to keep pumping their legs and all that to keep themselves warmed up. They're just there. You know what I'm saying? Waiting. After a while, because if anyone has seen me at any of the Pump It Up tournaments, I did not fuck around. Okay, if I was running at least 60% of the shit, we got the shit moving. There was no talks. There was no, oh yeah, let's take like a 30-minute break. I always been like, no, let's get this shit going so I can get home and jack the fuck off. Let's go. I might want to touch my girlfriend tonight, or I want to touch myself, or I want to touch somebody. But let's get the ball fucking rolling, because, yeah, I'm not going to be performing at my best. And one little shortcut song to play before I play, which that's the rule I came up with. I came up with if anybody wondering who came up with the shortcut before actual song and Pump It Up, thank me. Because motherfucker was playing like fucking remixes and full songs and fucking tournaments before their actual gameplay, which that is the proper way to get warm up, is not right when there's like 16 other people that gotta do the same shit. Like first round qualifiers, easy. First round, okay, cool. Then the second round would take like 3 hours because all these motherfuckers playing these goddamn long ass songs before they do their set, and there's only one fucking machine. So I get this dude's tweet, especially since it's going down in public at around 1. Like it's not gonna be fast paced like that. It's not gonna be fast paced. It's not gonna be multiple days, but it's not gonna be fast paced. And there's a time. It's a little time limit thing. And I think people during the day, I feel like people during they have certain hours where they're on it, and then there's certain time where they're not on it. All right. So sitting around waiting to play, you're set. Nothing. You don't have to do your set until like your pool doesn't go up until like 5 o'clock. You're looking at the time, it's 11 o'clock. You got 6 hours. All right, and while you got 6 hours and all that stuff, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna be doing these 6 hours. It's gonna take me 30 minutes to warm up. What I'm gonna be doing, hanging out with folks and all that. While that's cool and all, it's like after a while, a lot of people just want to get the shit done so they can just be able to hang out with folks, be able to participate in other shit, or even just go somewhere and like just be done with it. But it's rough. So seeing that dude's tweet really I was there. While I don't have a family like that, I have other people, or I should say other kids, that look at me as their family. And when they do grow up, I mean, they growing up fucking fast. At that point, they gonna start observing things like a fucking sponge. And at least because we are athletes, or I should say electronic or e-athletes or e-athletic, because while this game is not a full esports again, like it once was damn near 20 years ago. While it's not an esports as it is, it's more, because it's more sport than esports. People need to realize, and that's one thing, people need to realize that there's a big difference between the people that are sitting on their asses with a fucking controller versus the people that are like legitimately like doing physical shit with their fucking body. That's a big difference. And I think that's the one thing that needs to be, that's probably where we probably need to figure it out. Are we an e-sport or we're a sport? In Europe, they consider these games a sport. All right. I mean, Tetris can make you sweat. Tetris just recently Tetris finally just went with it and declared themselves as an e-sport less than like a month ago. Okay, so they're e-sport now. All right, and it's crazy because, and I follow the Tetris Classic Championship. I'll follow that. I follow them on Twitch. I'll be watching the tournament. I've been watching them since the fucking beginning. So I've been following them since 2018. That's a fucking trip. 2018, where these guys will be in just a fucking room, you know, just going at it with one another on like the fucking Nintendo and CRT screen. So I've been watching them for 6 fucking years, where the biggest prize pot was just like literally $100 for first place. That was it. No giant money pot and all that. And the championship that just went down not that long ago, last month during Avalanche, you know, that's when they finally decided, okay, they are an esport, and the Tetris had blown up. What was really like slowing, I would say, what was slowing ish down with the Tetris game, because, you know, the organizers couldn't figure out how to make money off of it. Because, yeah, even the people who originally started Tetris Classic Championship, you know, the original person not even running no more. He already passed it up because life happens. All right. But, you know, even with him, like, it took time, it took patience, it took, you know, money. It took some money, because when people operate these things, they're operating it at a loss, by the way. They're operating it at a loss. It's not that, and if it is a profit, it's not that big of a profit. It's not that big of a profit, not yet. And Tetris, which I'm telling you, it started off like, this is not going to be like this. It's not going to blow up. I think a lot of people thought it wasn't going to blow up. I fucking watched this shit. I fucking watched a lot of those matches. There's no music. You watching a bunch of, you know, you watching a bunch of, let's say, you watching a bunch of nerds sit down. Some of them playing like this. A lot of them doing the one hand thing, the lotion versus glove thing. That's enabled. And if you guys don't know, that's enable for them to do the T-spin a lot faster, because you try playing Tetris. I try to play Tetris Grandmaster. You legitimately need a turbo controller, or you need fast reflexes to make the blocks turn a particular way when you get to a certain level and it's just dropping dramatically. So, you know, I just want to give a nice little explanation. I had to bring it back to the DDR side. Because the DDR side, and during the pandemic, there was some online DDR tournaments, and I wish that continued. I wish that was still a thing. Have people play with their pad. People play with their pad, and people play with their legitimate setup. As long as they show a picture and a video of their 573. All right, because there could be in two different sizes of tournaments. There could be like the original classic 573 board tournaments, and then there could be the main Omnimix tournament. And you don't know, there's Extreme got a hack where you can add songs and take out songs. But something like that would have been like really, really dope. So it gives some of the players who don't have a 573, but do have a pad, you know what I'm saying? And now, and like they only get, and the rule is, just so like they don't get any, they don't know what set or pack that's gonna be on the game itself. They only find out the day of when they get sent the files, or sent the file of the particular mix, or I should say the tournament pack for said tournament. I feel like that would have worked so well for Maine. And the cash and the prize would be no more than like $50. It'd be a nice little series, and I know it's a little bit of time. It will be a nice little series. Have it capped at like 8 fucking players just to start, just to build it up on, just so like the people with 573s can shine, and then the people with the main setup can shine. All right, so you won't have like some of the older players, some of the vets, some of the people with families sitting there saying that like, I just can't do this anymore. Something's got to give. It's too much work. It's too much time. Because the kids going to get older, obviously. And obviously, not all of them can watch themselves. Some of them can watch themselves. They got tablets, okay? Tablets is this generation TVs, okay? All right, my mom didn't have a fucking tablet for me. She had a fucking TV. There was fucking Looney Tunes on the TV. There was fucking shit flashing in my face, and I was hypnotized by that shit. That's what the fuck we did, okay? These guys, they got fucking tablets. They can play fucking games all day. I mean, there's even cute games for girls now. And, a bunch of, like, canning random shit for dudes that they can fuck around with all fucking day. All right? All that shit is, like, all that shit, is available for the kids. And so, at least in that regards, it'll give some of these vets a little bit of time to fucking just play and put in a lot more work, because, traveling, you either got to take the kids or take the whole family with you. The kids, especially the kids are not playing arcade game. Their attention span is going to be up to 5 minutes being there, because you're going to have to keep throwing money at shit so they can keep playing. Otherwise, they're going to be throwing tantrums until they fucking fall asleep. All right, it's definitely not the walk in the park doing that family thing. And you will see, and I think a lot of the vets who wants to keep up with the young kids, I just don't see it happening. A lot of the vets are in their mid-30s. Some of them is like me, approaching their 40. I'm one of the oldest people that's still pretty active in the game. Yeah, I think I think was J Boy the oldest player at Second Lake. And what I mean by oldest player, I mean oldest active player. All right. Please understand, there are plenty of people that stays and make try and put their comments down or their thoughts down in the community that do not participate or even play any of these games anymore. You know what I'm saying? They just there because they don't have no other community. But yeah, some of them are just semi-retired. Some of them are full-on retired, but they just around because, well, they got nothing else. And they got nothing else, and there's not enough grown folks talk about, and that's why. And when Justin was here the other day, I had to tell him, like, we have grown folks talk, all right, because not enough players talking about the aches and pains of what's going on with their bodies. No one not talking about how to do time management. No one not talking about how to train. The woke era has had the strongest players, hands fucking down. We're the most, and I shouldn't say we, because I'm not sure I'm a part of it. I'm part of some other generation, but they are the most strongest. They are the most informed. And the possibility are endless because there are a bunch of top tier players, both men and women. But as far as getting older and trying to play this game as well as participating in these tournaments, because what you're going to hear is, this $10,000, or I should say the Denver tournament. I shouldn't say $10,000 because since they're using Ethereum, by the time that tournament comes, like if Binance or something fucking crashes, Bitcoin probably will slip another $5,000. And maybe then I might drop like $1,000 on a Bitcoin and just let that shit sit there. Because most likely by the time I'm 45, it probably reach $100,000 per coin if the FTC doesn't come and regulate it. But what I was saying. See, that was a good point there, and I just forgot right there. See, that's old folks talk right there. But a lot of the vets were sitting there. They're gonna be saying like, I wish this was around because since there's no big money tournaments. Or I shouldn't say big money tournament. There's no giant prize pool. I've been saying this for the last couple of years. I've been saying that, okay, a lot of these tournaments, there's really nothing on the line. And as much as a lot of these players like to control the situation, a lot of them are not speaking with their wallets. Hence why a lot of players and a lot of these people in this community is kind of just expected to be handed things. They're not really expected to put in the work for it. They're just expecting to hand it things. Same thing like with the data and yada, all that stuff. So you're gonna have a whole bunch of vets like really playing, and they're gonna realize that how their bodies and stuff was like a few years ago, or even before the pandemic started, it's not gonna be what it is now. They're going to have to put in more time. They're going to have to put in more work. They're going to have to make time. And that's a real thing. Real thing. While I have an arcade here, I consider myself mid-ish. And the main reason why I consider myself mid-ish, because, well, in order for me to have all this, I made a sacrifice. I did equivalent exchange. And that my exchange was, I exchanged years of skill to build up years of skill in something else that got me to this point in place right now. Because I remember, after I got the LX, I was telling myself, you know what? I got a lot of time. I got a lot of time. I got a lot of time. I'm going to work on grabbing, like some property. I got a lot of time. I'm going to work on grabbing property. I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to get myself more skilled at Pump It Up. I told myself that. Like, that was the idea, and that was my mindset. I'm not making this up. Just got an LX Prime 2. I'm not really paying rent. I'm paying something, but it's not rent. Okay? But I'm paying something. You know what I'm saying? I got a machine. I got fucking time. You know what? Let me put in some work and become actually decent at this damn game. And that's before Mag West happened. And I saw all this shit, and Boss Ken-chan put me on game. And from there, the whole, I'm going to sit here and put in time and play to get good, changed to, okay, I need to fucking find a spot for this shit. All right, I've been talking for a while. Gonna go more in that and into the $10,000 Ethereum tournament, because you're gonna see a whole lot of vets like jumping in and playing, or some of them are already working right now, and it's definitely gonna be interesting. But what's really gonna be interesting is, all right, whose body is gonna keep up with the time? Because, as I said, no one don't talk about how our body's changing and all that. No one's not talking about that. No one not talking about their shin like hurting and what to do about it, or the calves locking up, or the thighs locking up. I remember for like a year, I think when I was like 28, my calves was just, not my calves, my thighs was just locking up. And it was really, really hard for me to continue on these tournaments. What I ended up having to do, I had to bring an oscillator machine. The fucking, the oscillator machine, it's a little thing that you step on, and, it just vibrates your whole body. You bend like this. You be twerking and all that stuff. It's a nice little machine people should fuck around with. But I was using that to like warm up my legs because, I didn't know, massage guns just didn't exist yet, and if they did, they were like $500 to $600, and I just couldn't afford that. Not at all. Not at all. Oh man. And also, JJK is right. Because what's really going to come down to, at least for the vets, not so much the young folks, not so much the young people, but it's going to come down to the vets. Because if the vets ain't fucking lifting and all that stuff and not doing something to transform their bodies, they're basically going to be like Kaze, where they're just commentating because they know their body limits. Because I think right now I'm a super vet. I've been like training my body for a long, long time, so it's not as bad. And I can sit there and play I can play all day today. I can play all day tomorrow. A lot of the vets, their body's not trained like that yet. And for some of these guys, even if it is crypto, if that kind of money is starting to be involved and put down, people they're gonna want to participate. They're gonna want to put in, they put in all this work. They put in all this time. They're gonna want a piece of that. And they're going to do whatever they need to do to get up there and get that. So you might see, and if this becomes a thing, even if it is crypto, because crypto still has value. You know what I'm saying? Even with the crash of FTX and all that, and everything that went down this year, because it's been a rough year for crypto. This is not the first time crypto had a shit year. All right, this is not even the first, this is not even the second, this is not even the third time where crypto had a fucking shit. And I mean fucking shit year. This is normal at this point. When I heard about FTX, I'm like, what's new? All right, what is fucking new? I would have been more surprised if Bitcoin hit 100K this year. I thought it wasn't going to happen. I didn't see this dip happening. But even with that kind of money, even if it is in crypto or, or the fungi token, you know what I'm saying? It still has some money. It still got some value to it. It's still worth something. And no one's not dropping $10,000 cash. Okay? No one's not dropping $10,000 cash. And now winner takes all is a pool. But no one's not dropping that type of money on any other tournaments. And while the details is iffy right now, because no one knows if it's $10,000 cash, $10,000 Ethereum, $10,000 crypto, $10,000 DDR coin. We don't fucking know. Man, the DDR coin, holy shit, that's going to be awful. But we will find out soon enough. And I'm going to continue this after I give myself 2 or 3 shots at this. Let me see if I can not drop the soap on fucking La Bamba. Like I said, that La Bamba is fucking weird. All right. Also, good afternoon to JJ. As Happy Feast would say, I was acting like a dad to him the other day. That's what I do over here, man. That's what I do over here. While I'm sitting here playing DDR now and failing these courses, I bet you, because I might visit Puente later on tonight, because Breathing got work over there. I'm failing this course now, and watch, I'm going to clear it at round 1. Because for whatever reason, given the fact that the paths are questionable, because weird shit be happening at times, the environment's kind of different, it's loud, shit be happening, I might clear this goddamn course over there. And I'm going to be mad as fuck. When I try to come back over here and do it, I will have to actually do it the same night. If I clear it over there, I got to come over here, do a video of it, and clear it tonight. If that happens. If I don't clear it here today.
Challenging mode. Are you ready? combos. Keep steady till the end. Keep steady till the 200 combos.
Can't get to my first score that I did earlier today.
Welcome to the Wonderland, a place for you and me. If you treat me right, then maybe you will have a key. This world is very
Wow.
special, and I'll show it just for you. All you have to say is yes, I do. Let us fly, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, the
Sweating, huh?
smile where the sun
You're
will
breaking out the
shine.
sweat.
La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let us fly, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun will always shine. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let us fly, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun will always shine. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let us fly.
Sweating, huh? You're breaking out the sweat.
To the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun will always shine. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Also, that song is just all circles, if you haven't noticed.
Combos. Keep steady till the end.
I know y'all all saw that mid-session,
You
which is
couldn't
all
make
step
it.
jacks, step jacks, step jacks. Or step jumps, step jumps, step jumps. That's why it's the hardest song in the course. With speed mods, no problem. On one speed, you have to legitimately concentrate. Especially on here because it's just all middles and step jump, step jump, step jump, twist and twist, back and forth. My brain drifted just a little. And I was happy that I got out of that. Probably my best, it's not the best I've done, because I cleared the song before, but it's probably the best combo-wise I've done so far. Also, for all those people that joining me right now, hey, thank you for joining us here at the House of Phil. I am the B-O-S-S, capital S-A-L-A-D-T-S-R. You may call me boss, you can call me salad, you can call me talk, but the one thing you cannot call me is basically money, bitch. My aim is not for the kids. It's for the woman that is next to them. Thinking of me, practicing their kegels while their man is up in them. 'Cause I am the booty munching, trash talking, savior of the dance game community. Balls, motherfucking salad, tall, sir.
Game over.
You know, that runs so good, I'm not even going to try to play another one. Not right now. But $10,000 tournament prize money. And the last time DDR had a $10,000 prize, anything was apparently Namco, you know, back when they were selling their little Namco Crapple cabs, had a $10,000 tournament back here in 2005, and apparently the player Evil Dave won this tournament. And I think it was a $10,000 first place prize tournament, and I never heard of this. And it happened in 05 or something like that. It was very, very hidden, and people wasn't really fucking around with Extreme like that anymore. But apparently Evil Dave took home the $10,000 cash prize. And I only found out about this because the marquee, a few of the people got this marquee that Namco made promoting the tournament. I think that was the last big American U.S. prize tournament that we had. So it's been like 17 years now. It's been 17 years since we had something like that. So this $10,000 tournament, it does not make DDR or even pump it up a esports. Well, technically, yeah, because I think I mean it does get the conversation going, but does it make us an esports again? In order for us to keep that title, it gotta keep on happening. And it seemed like 2023 will be, I guess, a good year for tournaments. All right, from what I gather from the second one late, what? You got the Denver tournament in March. You got the Big Deal. You got the other mistake on late. You got DDR Storm is coming back. I like how these guys were saying there's a dance game Evo happening. Are they talking about this Evo, our Evo, Las Vegas Evo? Because I be telling these motherfuckers, if motherfuckers gonna run shit, please run it by me. Please. Okay? Because we are going hard at Evo. And I've already talked to a few folks about like running some shit at Evo. But if some of these community leaders want to communicate with me to run something at the biggest, and let me repeat this, the biggest fucking fighting game tournament in the United States. Because we can turn the biggest fighting game tournament in the United States into the biggest fighting game, rhythm game tournament in the United States. We have the platform, okay? We are getting paid, and I mean by me, I mean me, freaking boss Ken Chan, the Game Subaru crew, as well as freaking Vegas, Abe of Game Nest. We already getting paid to fucking be there and have our shit there. We got plenty of machines to spread around where people can get down on DDR, from DDR SD to DDR HD. Players will be able to make a choice. We can have an extreme tournament. We can have a fucking HD tournament. We can have a single tournament. We can have a double tournament. We can have a ladies tournament. We can have a freestyle tournament. We can have a 2DX tournament. We can have all kinds of fucking shit at EVO, because EVO wants this shit. And this is the shit that I was talking about. Oh, shit. This is the shit that I was talking about a year and some change ago. Well, I should say not a year and some change ago. Some years, some change ago, when I was telling people, when I started the talks with EVO. And I started told them that, like, look, you know, some of these players, and I think at the time, Dalton, with Daltism, was bitching and whining about noise and stuff, you know, while players play at a tournament. And I'm sitting there telling, and I sat there and said that, all right, so if this EVO thing happens, and we throw a fucking tournament there, you know, we are going to be on one of the biggest stages in the United States. And you will hear a bunch of, woo! Ah! You will be hearing screams all over the place. So this idea of, oh yeah, we gotta be silent. We made a fucking game that's about partying and shit and dancing into something more of a fucking golf or miniature golf. That shit ain't gonna fucking work. It's gonna be a different environment, and players gonna have to come up with different strategies, because it's not gonna be on us anymore. It's gonna be on the people watching. There's gonna be people clapping. There's gonna be distractions. And people gonna have to start getting drugged up to stay focused in order to participate and last long at these tournaments. And the reason why I'm throwing the hat out there, because yeah, we were getting paid to be there, okay? We're getting paid to fucking be there. All right, it already goes down, like a DDR stream tournament already happens at Genesis every fucking year. So we can make the whole thing traditional at fucking EVO, okay? You don't have to worry about no venue fees or any of that shit. All you gotta do is buy. You bind it. Here's how the shit works at EVO, okay? None of those fucking people who went to EVO asked us if they could run a tournament on our machine. They just did it. There was no, oh, well, yeah, this and that. No one, since everything is on free play, all the people did was just communicate through fucking Messenger or Discord and just through a tournament. There was no running things by us. There was no checking of equipment. They just did the shit without even coming to us, because you can do that at EVO. So while players are sitting there saying, oh, I'm excited about DDR side of EVO, I'm like, I fucking put the shit out there a long time ago. Whether or not these guys want to come over and talk to me or talk to Boss Ken about it, that's up to them. That's up to them. But if they want to do their own thing, because technically the DDR, the Evo version of DDR, or I should say the Evo version of rhythm game tournaments, has always been DDR Storm. If they want to do that, if they want to go and, you know, rent the hotel and do this and that and this and that in fucking Florida or whatever, or as CEO, because yeah, DDR, like, Storm was happening, it's still happening. I think it's still happening as CEO. But if they want to run the shit at Evo, because a whole bunch of kids get their fucking dicks hard and their pussy wet over fucking Evo, they can do this shit. I'm fucking saying this shit again. There is 8 months till Evo. Yeah, there's 8 months till fucking Evo 2023. Y'all got time. We can negotiate. We can figure this shit out. Hell, I might even bring out the other red cab. And maybe, hell, hopefully, and hell, maybe, just maybe I might have another cab by then. Another HD cab, because I was offered another HD cab. I got offered a HD cab by Ken Chan. I got offered one from Ko. And I told Cole my thoughts. I'm like, you know, I can't ask David for a gold cab, because David already knows the business, and I know the business too. All right, but I straight up told, like, Cole, he gave me the offer. Oh, I got DDR HD cab. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I might grab one from you. Give him the price. But I told him, like, but what I'm really interested in, I want a fucking gold cab, and those are hard to get. All right. There's already one nigga with a black HD cab and a white HD cab. I know, because I sent him the white HD cab, and I'm pretty sure he got he might got a HD. He probably got the black HD cab from Ken Chan or Anthony or something like that. But there's already one dude that already got one. While I would love a black HD cab again, because that is my baby, I'm gonna get one again. At some point, no matter what, I'm going to grab myself one of those again. Whether I buy my old one back or get myself a nice new one with a nice screen that's not fucking giving me quick second burn-ins, because that's what mine was doing. Because now there's a lot more information and a lot more data out there, and a lot of people know what the fuck I'm talking about, because a lot of people didn't know what the fuck was up. When I was sitting there telling them, hey man, my fucking shit is weird, this shit doesn't play right, and a lot of people were telling me I'm fucking crazy, when I was fucking right about the shit, because I needed shit for the Pacific cab. But I told Cole, because I'm a flashy motherfucker when it comes down to the machine. I told him, like, you find me a DDR Gold cab, and it's gonna be impossible. It's either impossible. It's going to be impossible, or I'm going to be throwing down a lot of money. I told him, find me a gold cab, give me the fucking price, and I'll fucking pay it. I'm not going to ask Ken Chan that, because because he's going to be like, I'm not going to do that shit. All right? Because it's already hard as hell to get one, and it's fucking rare. And plus, the only way I will actually have a chance of doing that is if me and him go to Japan, and we go and do groundwork, and I just go and I start going around arcade chains and asking them, can I buy the cab and how much they want. Cole shady. He does shady shit. I'm pretty sure he can find me a fucking shady cab, a shady gold cab that's pretty roughed up. And I'll probably be fine with it, because, am I going to wait another, like, 8 years? Yeah. Oh, I should say less than 8 years. Konami, I'm pretty sure Konami going to come out with a new version of their current Gold cab. But, yeah, that would be nice to have, since a lot of folks are now used to the Gold cab, as a tournament cab. Or like the finals cab, or fucking whatever. But you know, like a lot of the folks, they see the $10,000 Ethereum tournament, and they ain't really specify if it's $10,000 cash or $10,000 crypto or whatever. I welcome it. It's gonna be pretty strange explaining to the winner how, if the winner don't know how crypto works and how the wallets and all that stuff works, it's gonna be pretty strange trying to explain to them how it works and how to withdraw and all that shit if they don't know how to do it already. I mean, if June end up winning, that's gonna be pretty damn interesting, because technically, like, it would be interesting if June wins. I mean, Daddy Zip will be able to handle the crypto and withdraw it, because, a 15-year-old winner of the tournament is like, yeah, but I think he got to be 18 to deal in the crypto space. I believe that's the rule. And also, let me specify, the prize is not a $10,000 winner take all ordeal. It's a $10,000 pool. I am wondering how this is going to work, since I guess it's going to be in Denver. Then they say it's going to be a Denver round one or whatever. But that is some serious cash to get people looking. What I was really hoping to see at Mercedes at the late this weekend is, some of the organizers set up like a pool for players to throw in money for the prize. A prize pool, like donation to make the prize. Because I see that in Tetris all the time now. And I see that in other little tournaments where they have like a little prize pool where people can put in like $1 or $5 or $10 or what have you to, just to make the prize money a lot more bigger than, the pot. And not only that, the pot could be spread a little bit more between, first through 8 or first through 5 instead of just first to third. But yeah, it seemed like there's a lot of DDR tournaments happening. And that is the one that is on everybody's radar. Would I go to any of them? I don't know. I definitely want to go to the big one next year. That's for sure. I want to go play and participate in that. So because I want an excuse to go to Columbia, period. Storm, I've been to Storm since 2015. Got my ass canceled after my first time being canceled after DDR Storm, after the 2015 DDR Storm with my little Facebook post. So I haven't been there since then. That's another thing. And that's another thing. And I'm going to talk about the Storm thing. That's a little bit later. Way, way later. I gotta go and grab something to celebrate that, because for the moment I am free. But sitting here saying that I'm free is not good enough for me. It's just not me. I got some ridiculous shit planned. And I'm going to do that a little bit later. I'm not going to even talk about the Storm thing, because I am free from that. I'm just going to say that now. I got a message clarifying that who's running the show and all that, and that the boss is a free man. I mean, I'm pretty sure some people are already asking some of these organizers about, all right, yeah, this person this person that, but what about the boss here? I mean, yeah, he pissed off some of your people, but at the same time, you got a lot of people pissing off a lot of other people and bullying them. We kind of just turn a blind eye to it. So But I'm not going to get into that today. No. Because the next thing I want to get on, like, okay. If you guys don't know, Andamiro announced a new Pump It Up mix. What Andamiro won't tell you, and what other people won't tell you, because a lot of people are focused on the fact that Andamiro announced a new mix. But announced it via Twitter as well as their website. Or I should say PIUgame.com. What a lot of folks don't realize, and I'm pretty sure they got fucking duped, because I've been dealing with Andamiro for a long, long time. I can't tell you what they think. I can't tell you, I mean, they still trying to figure out the whole social media thing. I just find it ironic, because they already made it perfectly clear that there was going to be no mix at IAPA. They told me that back here in September, and I told other people, hey, they already gave me the business. They're saying that this is going to have a brand new LX and a double X there, but no new game. So I made that perfectly clear, and a lot of people just didn't believe me. But then they made it perfectly clear, like, a couple weeks ago, saying, hey, this is going to be at IAPA. Just for your information. But I find it ironic that a week ago, around this time, and I can't believe, who the fuck saw that fucking tweet from the fake Konami Twitter page? And that fake Konami Twitter page been there for a fucking, it's not new, it's been around for a while. It's been there for a fucking while, where they legitimately copy and paste everything from the official Konami Twitter page down to the fucking name itself. But they made the little tweet, and that's, man, fucking Twitter's in fucking chaos, man. They made a little tweet saying that the next version, the A3, is coming to America and will be available for purchase for small businesses and all that. So everybody fucking flipping their wig, getting excited, retweeting, happy as fuck. I got my people over there in Korea hitting me up saying, hey, yo, you see this? You see this shit? I'm like, do you not check you see the tweet, but have you ever went to the page and not been suspicious of the page itself or the tweets? Because I'm pretty sure that is not Konami. And a bunch of people were just putting that shit and believing that shit, because both Twitter pages at the time looked exactly alike and had the same, Konami 573 fucking, name and all that. So you got a whole bunch of people losing their shit because, oh man, small businesses can purchase A3 and it's coming soon to America. This is all doing the Twitter fucking chaos that is going down. You got so many people believing this shit. All right? And you got to understand, when this shit dropped, fucking in Korea, those guys are sleeping. So that somebody over there starts sending Mac Daddy all these fucking tweets or retweeting it to him or showing him the screenshots. And his ass fucking panicked and was like, what the fuck? You know what? All right, let's just fucking announce this shit. Because I'm pretty sure they honestly, legitimately believed that Konami was going to do this. And it wasn't a strategized move. It wasn't a planned move. It was a panic last resort move to inform players that this game is coming, that something is coming, and we're going to drop something in the first half of the year. I know everyone saw this, because I saw this tweet and I was like, bullshit. Bullshit. Like only for America, not worldwide. Just America. This will be available for small businesses, but not worldwide. Yeah, sure. You know, because my people are saying, "Oh my God, you see this shit?" I'm like, dude, don't fall for it. That shit is fucking fake. It's not real. It is the definition of fake news. And please get the fuck off Twitter. I'm glad I don't be on Twitter like that. But I saw that shit, and that shit was fucking chaos because everybody and mama was getting excited, and I had to sit there and tell people, I'm like, man, do y'all motherfuckers know how to read? Do y'all check shit? Do y'all even go to the tweet page? That shit, one of the tweets had a photo of like the Konami van and like, you know, making some like joke gag about it. Like no one wasn't checking their shit. They were just believing it at face value. And I guess that's a good thing because Andamiro had to make a move. They had to sit there and say something to ensure people that, yes, a new game is coming. It's not coming out of the first half of the year. We're just going to show you a preview of it in the first half. That is it. So they gained some interest. Some people are hyped. It's just very, very unfortunate that their hand got pushed like that, because I feel like Andamiro saw that, and that tweet wasn't meant for them. But I'm pretty sure they got trolled into informing players that, yes, a new version is being worked on in their best impression of a PR, or the best PR impression, saying a new game is being worked on and we'll drop it in the first half of the year. Because honestly, I was looking towards the Chrono Circle worldwide release. I wasn't really caring about Pump It Up. I already knew that something was going to be dropped. I told people, hey, just be on the lookout. They just working on trying to get this Chrono Circle shit off the ground. All right, but now that the cat is out of the bag, we can now officially work on a new Pump It Up tournament. I can probably throw one down here. It'll be cost efficient. I gotta talk to Andamiro, and I gotta talk to Andamiro management, because I'm not gonna sit there and talk to Tanya and Lil Phil. Nah, I'd rather talk to management, see what I can do. Will they let me get machines? Even though I have 2 LXs, I wouldn't mind having more machines here. Even though they wouldn't fit. There's already one too many dance games here. But I am hoping that I can talk with them. And if we're not going to hold a USP up here, we definitely can hold one at EVO. We definitely can hold one at EVO, okay? And no one from the pump community is not going to... I mean, they might show some resistance since it's fucking me. But I will tell them, I will welcome you to do something better. Because everybody is relying too much on round 1. And while that's not a problem, I got no problem on round 1. If people can do it independently while relying on the businesses at hand, costs and all that, because the shit's not free. It's good promotion for the company itself, but the shit is not free. All right, it's not free by a long shot, unless you got someone working there and they just let the shit happen. The shit there's always as I said, equivalent exchange. If the equivalent exchange, because honestly, it's gonna cost. and this also goes back to what I said last year. Some of these people gonna have to work with me no matter what, no matter whether they like it or not. They're gonna have to work with me at some point. Especially a lot of these vets. Because as long as I stay scandal free, I'm gonna be working these events. And a lot of these players need to take advantage of us working these events where these games are showing up and they are on free play. And we don't have just one machine. We have more than one machine. So people can fucking play and bullshit on this other cab while we have a tournament cab to ourselves to do what we need to do. Because keep on relying on round one and our Dave and Busters and the same stagnation of tournament dryness will happen again, okay? SoCal been out, like, the one person that was running the tournaments out here, which is Alex, he was the one person running the tournament, organizing, doing all that shit over here in SoCal. He's not in SoCal no more. He's in NorCal. But he's not doing the shit no more. And since then, no one have stepped up. There's some shit that's going down in NorCal. You know, those guys over there, they're working on some shit. But there's nothing going on over here. It's at least get renewed. Shit's going to be getting thrown down out here because I will allow it. It will be one of those, and I think my plan might be one of those bring your own machine type of ordeal. A lot of underground shit is going to be happening around here, and a lot of this stuff going to go unspoken, unheard of. Videos might exist, but a lot of this stuff you would never hear about. And the shit's going to be coming sometime next year. And I told people in the beginning of the year, like, there's a lot of shit coming. There's a lot of fucking shit coming. This year was a fucking trip. 2023 is going to be big. But as big in as far as rhythm game goes. Now, whether we can make the business grow to the point where it was at peak 2003, 2004, where there was like a tournament every other weekend in different locations. Because right now we only have one tournament here and there. And, you know, you get the same people participating. But when there's like multiple tournaments and people got to make a decision of which tournament they're going to go to, you know, it will a lot. You're not gonna have the same winners over and over and over again. Hell, JJK already won like two. The Red Note Cafe and Red Note is in Las Vegas. It's basically a private dance rhythm game arcade. It's not open to the public like that. I've been wondering what the fuck is. I mean, they got work and life and shit, so it's not really open to the public like that. But they do host tournaments. It's a nice little hangout spot. You know what I'm saying? And I believe they own the lot 100%. So now I don't have to worry about rent or any of that shit. Like, that's my problem. I got fucking rent and all that shit. So I got a whole bunch of shit that I got to worry about and deal with. If I was to like buy property, I would buy something in Las Vegas. It will have to be on a nice little like a nice little slack of land because I want to build like a warehouse where I can actually drop machines in, have a nice little arcade and as well as nice AC there, so I can hold events in Vegas because. While SoCal's my home, but it's fucking expensive, period. And a lot of folks been asking me, like, am I going to go to Vegas? Am I going to go to Vegas again? And I'm like, I'm in between. I'm in between. It'll be easy to get property. Like it'd be easy. It'd be easy-ish to get property, but for what I want and how they're building shit out there, it might not work out for me. All right, it might not work out. Hey yo, what up, eardrum terrorists? Sorry, guys. I'll be sitting here talking my ass off. I need to be playing. It's almost 2 o'clock. I'm probably gonna play a few more games and call it. And maybe call it. See, this is how this stream is gonna be going, like going forward. If you are interested in watching the folks grind it out, and sorry, at some point I'm gonna get. I'm glad I can still see everything right from here. I'm glad I can see everything right from here. Once I build a new computer, I might have a nice little setup back here with the computer that I'm using right here, back here, and the new computer right there, and I can be focused on the pump it up and all that stuff over there. This is a nice setup I have here. I don't have the chat like right here next to me for DDR. I'm glad I can see it right here. Yeah. All right. Also, yeah, I think Bobby's catching up with the chat before when I was talking about the issue with a lot of like the Dave and Buster's and a lot of arcade chains, and because what's unfortunate is the smaller, and that's what I was talking about. It's unfortunate that the smaller arcade chains are forced to buy redemption machines and giant arcade machines. And for anyone that's in SoCal, that's in the South Bay area, please go to the South Bay Galleria. The South Bay Galleria Mall is not what it used to be. A lot of the stores are pretty empty. What is dope is there's a lot more entertainment-wise for kids. And there's actually an arcade in the South Bay Galleria again. Unfortunately, the arcade that is in there is mainly redemption machines with the Walking Dead and the Lost and the Jurassic Park arcade game. That was the only thing that I saw. But there's a lot of redemption games and not enough small independent games. And the reason why that is a lot of these, people that dream and want to open an arcade do not know where to get arcade games from, and don't know a single thing about the importing business. They just get everything that just comes out that just show up at these shows. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in the next few years, 780X is going to grow, is going to explode, and DDR probably is going to get left behind, because DDR does not get enough exposure because of the data and the rules to streaming it. Because everyone's confined to streaming it in the arcade. Same thing with 2DX and all that, unless you're doing the home versions of these games. All right. Let's see if I can get to La Bamba. No dropping soaps. Praying to the gods. Well, I can't pray to myself. I call myself the dance game god. Fucking dance games. So I can't be praying to myself because I'm supposed to be making this sub look like water to wine. Doing this for it. Watch I clear this at round 1 tonight, or whenever I get to Puente Hills round 1. I've been feeling like going to Lakewood. I've been at Santa Ana a lot more. Get through this god-awful. Okay, La Bama's not awful. Okay, it's just this version of it is a lot more technical.
Challenging mode. Are you ready? Keep steady till the end. Yeah! 100 combos. Keep steady till the end. Wow! Yes! 200 combos.
Finally at 90,000 again.
Welcome to the Wonderland, a place for you and me. If you treat me right, then maybe you will have a key. This world is very
Sweating, huh?
special, and I'll show it
You're
just for
breaking out in
you.
a sweat.
All you have to say is yes, I do. Let us fly, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, to the golden sky. It's the paradise,
Wow.
a smile where the sun will always shine. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let us fly, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun will always shine. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let us fly,
Keep steady till the end.
la-di-da-di-da-di-da, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun will always shine. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let us fly, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun will always shine. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
400 combos. Keep steady till the end. $500 combos. I'll be waiting for you to try again.
That was a good ass run.
You couldn't
Fucking
make it.
38 perfect. Jesus Christ. That's a nice way to end that. Yeah, because I'm probably going to work on this outside of streaming. I'm not going to be streaming all day today. I got business today. I got to send out Dance Dance North jersey. All right, I need to send that out. Yeah, because he's the last person, or he's the last international person that I need to send his goods out to. Big shout out to him for supporting me. All right. And while main plays, okay. Ear John Terry is saying main play mall not that great. In my view, all around ones have their issues. Like they have their issues and all that, especially Puente Hills. I think Puente Hills shut down at 10 now. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird environment. Like they all got their issues, because I think overall, I think Burbank is probably the only one that's really worth it, but they don't have a gold cab. Yeah, Burbank's worth it. Temecula is damn near. Temecula is a parody of a round one location. Whoever said that Temecula was official round one location, they're lying, because there's always some issue there with something over there. Something over there always got issues. Yeah, but Main Place Mall got issues with their pass. Brittany told me the last time. Puente is not it's not Lakewood where it's a hit or miss, but they have issues, and I really wish someone fixed the light issue on the gold cab. Like the gold cab have not been lit all year. Someone went in the past, tampered with something, and left something unplugged, and now we got no lights. There's no lights on the gold cab at Puente Hills. Lakewood always got drama, but it's an area with minorities, so this is not surprising or shocking in the least. Okay. All right, their dance rush is pretty good because not many people touch it. Everything else is in question. Not even going to discuss any of the Dave and Busters because they... yeah. Not even discuss any of those in SoCal. So a lot of people hands are fucking tied when it comes down to all of this. So it's going to be so I see a lot of players playing at home, and they either doing Step Mania or Anya Mix at this point. They for the folks that want to be competing at least in DDR in the tournament scene, they're definitely doing Step Mania and not doing Stamina, but they doing like a legitimate playing the regular mixes and getting familiar with the songs, so they can practice them in the arcade if the arcade pads are feeling right or tight that day, because a lot of the pads like everywhere they can be questioned. There's a lot of question. That's why I keep saying that, you know, these guys want to rely on the public machines, but how long? at least for these vets, how long they're gonna keep on relying on this shit before they realize that, man, this shit is shit. Not only is shit, is a lot of fucking work. We're crammed up in here, and you're dealing with the people or the public. I think that's why Avalanche was so, I guess, refreshing for a lot of folks. They ain't had to, and there's nothing wrong with, and there was nothing wrong with it at the Eagles arcade, but over here where it is an arcade, people were able to walk in and out, go get food within a timely fashion. They didn't have to drive; they just walk down the street, down to deal with the people. My neighbors didn't really give a fuck because nobody was in their way. A lot of folks had a real good time over here. They had to deal with, outside 40199 complaining about pad issues, which that's all a mental thing, because even in public you're gonna have to deal with the pad shit. Like, if it's a public machine, even if it's private, and the reason why I've been dealing with it because hell, I've been dealing with my own shit. I'm glad to just play the damn. I'm actually glad to have time to play the game at this point. I'm glad I didn't even have time to stream, because for a while I wasn't really streaming like that. So I apologize for the folks that have been coming in here supporting me, and I haven't been on like I want. But at least I am on. You know what I'm saying? I'm on, and I'm doing it a little, and trying to be a lot more regular. And I'm trying to deliver a different type of stream from all the other players, because other players, they just play and play and play and not really talk and discuss and put their input or put their input in the politics and the day-to-day dance games, which is why a lot of players don't know. A lot of players do not know what the fuck is up or in the know. Or even have the question of $10,000 DDR tournament. I'm like, well, it's not $10,000 cash. We don't know if it's $10,000 cash, $10,000 crypto, $10,000 in DDR merchants. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We just know. It could be a DDR pad as a surprise. And they can just set the value at $10,000. No, they ain't gonna do all that. They ain't gonna do all that. But that's why over here, and that's why I decided that I'm going to focus a lot more on the talking, so folks can get folks can get to know a little bit more about me, and not get obsessed with me over scores or some videos or some good shit like that, where, hey, I'm doing good, and legitimately fuck up the whole beginning, and just my mouth was just like this, because I'm not for sure it is whack, because even with the DJ Taka course, because I finally cleared that on video and I got a new record, some of those fail scores were way better than my clear scores. All right, I'm hoping this week on YouTube, for the YouTube video, I drop I probably drop Japanese with the, I got a bunch of some of the only videos, if you follow my page on YouTube, which is Boss Solid Tosser the Third, and I'm gonna start using that more. I think they made it I'm able to blog there, so a lot of I'm going to be posting scores there. A lot of my DDR stuff. A lot of the DDR stuff and Pump It Up scores is going to be shown more there. I try to make all my social medias, if you haven't known, I'm trying to make all my social medias different. My tweet, is me bitching and doing silly shit. My Be Reals is some life shit, and sometimes I put the Be Real shit on the Twitter shit, since I only got one friend on Be Real. So, and you don't know what Be Real is. Be Real is they try to do the video thing, and that shit fucking failed. So you basically just take a picture and just have your little moment. All right, and that's and it's growing in popularity, and it's not only growing in popularity, it's growing in controlling how much social media you have in your life, because once you post a Be Real, you cannot post another one until they give you the notification 2 or 24 hours later. And the only way you can see your other folks shit, your friend shit or other folks shit you want to discover, the only way you can see that is if you post one yourself. And once your time is up, you can't just go and just look at what people are doing while posting something yourself. So, my Be Real, I got that shit. I guess YouTube would be the fucking blog and I gotta learn how to use it. Because I made an entry because YouTube gave me and I'm pretty sure they gave everyone that the ability to like just post blogs. So I'm just gonna do that. So that's gonna be for that. TikTok gonna be just real life random shit. It's not so much on the game and shit. Like everything's gotta be different. Otherwise, there's no point of following someone on all these platforms if they just reposting shit after shit after shit. This is how some of these girls got away with the OnlyFans, fucking shit. They got away with that shit with murder because these dudes was expecting these girls, some of these streamers, they have like dildos up their ass, and all they did was repost fucking shit that they posted on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram, by the way. But yeah, all they did was repost the shit on Instagram, except they just paid for the shit. But yeah, they just reposted shit. Welcome to the new gun. Who just followed me here? I hope you like the booty that's on the screen. I have not heard that in a fucking while. Who just followed me? Who just followed me? Who is this? Rabio Edwards. I'll call it Rab Ed. Ed Rab. What's up to you? Welcome to the House of Phil. But I was sitting here just talking about like my different social medias and all that stuff. I'm going to not talk. Man, I'm missing my fucking market news. Okay, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to try this course 2 more times. Because like I said, this stream today was a lot more talk, and this is going to be going forward. There's going to be a lot more talk and discussion. Unless I'm playing with Big Daddy Herb, and Big Daddy Herb ain't coming over here anytime soon. But there's a lot more talk and discussion about, like, the politics and stuff that's going on in the rhythm games today. And not so much focus on the gameplay. Okay. Plus Rab Ed. You gotta see how I do shit. At least once. Let's see where I'm gonna fail on La Bamba. Also, I love when I see the booties on the screen, man. More people need to follow me, not because I'm a decent streamer, just because I'm the only person that got booties shaking on the screen whenever they follow me. That should make everybody happy, both male and female. Get your ass twerked to death. Should be everybody's goal. You have a bunch of asses just slapping you in the face and just destroying you slowly. And you will know, but you'll die from your cheeks being too sore or just asses, booty slapping you in the face.
Challenging mode. Are you ready? Great! 100 combos. Wow. Sweating, huh? You're breaking out the sweat.
Lonnie got back to the 9-2 score, but it could have been higher. I fucked up at the end.
Welcome to the wonderland, a place for you and me. If you treat me right, then maybe you will have a key. This world is very special, and I'll show it just for you. All you have to say is yes, I do. Let us fly, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a
Sweating, huh?
smile where the sun
You're
always
breaking out the
shines.
sweat.
La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let us fly, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun always shines. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let us fly, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun always shines. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Let us fly, to the golden sky. It's the paradise, a smile where the sun always shines. La-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Nice PFC by me.
Combos. Keep steady till the end. Wow. Combos. Yes. Yeah. 600 combos. Keep steady till the end. Great!
Para bailar la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia,
Sweating, huh?
una
You're
poca
breaking
de
out the
gracia
sweat.
para mi partida. Arriba, 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 voy ti seré, por ti seré, por
Wow.
ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán.
I'll be waiting for you to try again.
I felt it when I missed it. I felt it. I felt it.
Oh,
I felt
you
it.
couldn't make it.
I felt it. I felt that jump. I felt it. One more time. One more time.
Game over.
It's something about that song be stepping too early. Stepping way too early. It's the hardest song in the chorus, but it's not the most technical. The most technical is the next song after that chorus. After that. Watch, I'm going to get it in public. I'm going to get it whenever I go to round one. I'm going to end up getting it then. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to take my little public photo of it, come back here the same night, try to do it, and it's going to take me like 20 tries. Because that's how it works. Also, hey, Rap Ed, I hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the follow. The boss needs all the love that he can give. He's a villain among these dance game folks. The villain that they love to hate. Love to hate-ish. No. Honestly, though, I'm not relevant enough for them to really hate me anymore. And that's good. That's good, because that's progress. All right. Yeah, and Yam, get out of here, man. Thank you for joining me today. Make some gains. Yam might join me like in a week or so, or this week, something like that. We might hang out and all that later on. But I'm going to do this again. It's always a struggle to do this. This is probably my last game, because I got to go and try to get Dance Dance North packaged out.
Wow. Sweating, huh? You're breaking out in the sweat. Yeah. 100 combos. Keep steady till the end. Yes. Keep steady till the 200 combos.
I did a great attack at the end of that chorus, or that song.
Welcome to the Wonderland, a place for you and me. If you treat me right, then maybe you will have a key. This world is very special, and I'll show it just for you. All you have to say is yes, I do. Let us fly,
Wow.
Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia para mi partida. Arriba, 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 por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán.
Keep steady till the end.
Ba, ba, bamba. Ba, ba, bamba. Bamba. Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia para mi partida. Arriba, arriba.
Sweating, huh? You're breaking out. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that off stream. I see where I messed up at. I see where I messed up at.
You couldn't make it.
But I'm about to call it a day. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that off stream where I can keep playing. Because I saw where I messed up at, and it's a simple brain fart mistake. Especially with some of the other places where I was spotty. And that's all. Yeah, I'm gonna get that later on tonight or later on this week. It depends on how I'm feeling. Okay, I haven't taken a day off to just sit down. I haven't taken a day off to sit down and just play.
Game over.
So I'm about to go knock out some stuff because I got business soon. And damn, I got fucking pissed. So people, hey yo, what up, Gabriel Max? Well, Gabriel Max, thank you for joining me. Sorry, I'm sitting here running my mouth and shit, but I'm about to get ready to call it a day because I gotta go send packages out. If I don't send it out today, I'm gonna send it out tomorrow for sure. All right, I gotta transfer some funds I gotta go transfer some funds in order for me to mail Dance Dance North Jersey out, and then work on getting Senpai Fire shit out. And then we're going to work on the next thing in here. But, yeah, I'm going to be working on fucking this shit. I'm going to get this. I'll always get it off stream. And I recognize my mistake because that song just makes me just do stuff early. And I really need to get it down. I'm doing better than my average run on La Bamba. It's just, I got to just remember how to do that last ending again. All right. You goddamn right, that's perfect. All right, I am out of here, people. Have a good night. Have a good night, or a good day, or afternoon, or whatever.